Not only do I make these videos, specifically this one's right here, to bring out awareness to humanity, right? That these things are real, right? That people do practice ancient black magic, that our free will can be manipulated when we're vibrating at a low frequency, right? That the the greatest superpower of the enemy is invisibility, right? Because some people, they use religion, they use Christianity, they use the Bible to cloak themselves, when in reality, what they worship is Satan, right? Now, for me, I am accepting of all practices as long as they're good, right? I just don't do diabolical. But I don't care about like what religion you are. I believe in love, right? So usually with all religions, you could pull something out of it. Now, I do understand that at a higher level, like at the Vatican type of level, it's diabolical, right? But that's another whole nother topic, right? But my experience has been that I was groomed to be a sacrifice. I was offered to be a sacrifice. And if it wasn't because of divine protection, there's something called divine protection. And this is what has kept me and my children alive. All right. And the diabolical people who were consumed by darkness because they of greed, because of jealousy, because of envy, because of money, right? That participated in all of this, right? Can, vouch to this. If you do any form of divination, you'll be able to pull on my energy and know that what I'm saying is true. You can also consult it with God, and you'll know that what I'm saying is true, right? It has only been because of divine protection that I have been protected from being me and my children, right? Because we have been left basically for dead. And when I say everyone was involved in my life, that was a part of my life, everyone was involved, right? And even when I did started speaking about this months ago, and I'm gonna post those two videos that I made, you know, if people did know it was happening, they turned their face away. They turned their face around and pretending like they didn't see me, right? So it wasn't. It's only because of God's grace and His protection that I'm here. I have literally had people parked outside across the street from my home in a black van, those SUVs, those Cadillacs. I had people tampered with my vehicle to the point that I almost got into a car accident, and I had that same black van next to me ready to do whatever it was that they were gonna do. But I am divinely protected. Like, I am surrounded by angels, right? And so the things that I've lost in this journey has been financial stability, right? I've lost my employment. I've lost my vehicle. I lost all sources of income coming in, right? Because this is the trick of the enemy. They have to have you in fear. They have to have you in lack. Now, the thing is that those are curses, right? So if you don't have any enemies within, you can have any enemies without, right? So those things we can always get later on. And whatever I have to face because of this situation, I know that I am being guided by the Most High God. Now, I wanted to bring this video and bring one awareness, one, to the people that follow me, that know me, that listen to my videos. I wanted to get a little bit more personal with you guys. And then for my family who watches me, who stalks me, right? This is to bring out awareness that the reason that this is happening is because human sacrifices are being practiced in the bloodline. And so all that spell work that was sent towards me and my children is returning back. Okay? And the more you go to these practitioners, one, the practitioner died. One of the practitioners died, and you know it, right? People are sick left and right with HIV. People are in the psych ward right now. God is not playing. Like, this is not a joke. The curse has been broken. Like, I broke the curse. I'm that's where I'm gonna leave that one at. But the reason that is happening, it's because everything is being returned back. Especially because I didn't do any work to fight back when it came to that. I transmuted the energy. So the laws of cause and effect are at play. This is real. This is not a game. Okay? This is not, my ancestors are not playing. And I shared about how the children were being offered up. This is one of the reasons why we're here. A lot of the people who are chosen, who are awakened, we're here for the children because we know what's happening with the children. Okay, that's what we're here for, to dismantle all these type of things, right? And so I'm just going to leave that one at that. But I wanted to bring out awareness. I wanted to share my journey. I wanted to share my story. I wanted to let you guys know where I was at when it came to that, because I did share about it a couple months ago, and this is a big part of my mission. One, because yesterday I was sharing about hell and heaven being state of beings, right? And so this has literally been hell for me. However, I've been able to navigate through it and find my heaven from within, because we need both light and darkness to be able to find balance. So that darkness, I transmuted it and made it into like this platform, and all the other platforms that I have, I wrote 2 books about it, how I'm being used by the Most High God, and how we need to heal, right? Because all of these things that are happening, all of these people that are practicing these things, they're wounded children, right? And we need both light and darkness. However, this is an example of how we can go really deeply into the dark and get consumed by it, lose our souls. And these are the consequences of that, right? And how we need to detach from the programming, from the titles, right? Sometimes we're placed into these bloodlines for the specific reason to clear out karmic debt, clear out generational curses, break generational curses. And I wouldn't have been able to do this if I would have been attached to, well, that's my mother, why is she trying to unalive me, and things like that, right? We have to be able to detach from the titles, detach from the programming, choose to heal, choose to forgive, for they know not what they do. Balance our light and darkness. Meditate, be out in nature, and choose to ascend. Awaken, activate the right side of our brain so that we can claim our spiritual inheritance, which we have access to now. All right. So thank you.